Arsenal fans all over the world, some bad news for you. Mikel Arteta has been suspended from the touchline as Arsenal is going to be playing Aston Villa. And it's obviously going to be one of those worst days that Arsenal fans are obviously going to face, because when you are going to play against Aston Villa, a team that is now third and having 31 points, just 5 points behind you, you wouldn't like not to be having your manager onto the touchline. I'm going to let you know the reason as to why Mikel Arteta was banned onto that touchline. And Aston Villa is really a team that is going to have to win 7 consecutive games at home, in the league. And they're not going to have to drop any point. They're going to have to get all the 3 points into their bag. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. This is the Football News Show. Good afternoon, wherever you're watching in through. I really went ahead to bring you the match reaction yesterday after Man City was beaten, and we are going to also discuss about what Pep Guardiola is going to have to say about the loss of his team at the Villa Park. And Stephen Cooper, the manager of Nottingham Forest, might be the second manager to obviously become sacked, and all in the Premier League after that of Sheffield, who was really sacked last weekend. So let's see close to 200 likes. Smash on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. Rokani David Roarad is my name. We thank God for the gift of life. The Muslim is Barakallahu Fikum. And let's get straight into this story that is making rounds onto social media. Now, Mikel Arteta picked up a booking during Arsenal's let go celebration, his third booking of the season, meaning he'll be suspended from the touchline for Arsenal's match at Aston Villa on Saturday. Now, a new rule was obviously brought in the Premier League that if at all a manager gets 3 yellow cards, he's obviously going to be really suspended off the touchline. Eric Ten Hag is going to have to serve that punishment. I think even Pep Guardiola, I think even Eddie Howe. There are like 5 managers in the Premier League that are going to have to obviously serve that. And I think it doesn't work in their favor, but new rules are the ones that govern the game. And this is the celebration that obviously saw Mikel Arteta get a yellow card, because he obviously ran past his area and it never went as he wanted it to be, and it was shown a yellow card. So he couldn't obviously not celebrate widely like that, because that late winner coming in from Declan Rice deserved a very enthusiastic celebration, and obviously he had to put all his adrenaline on the line and really put in the celebration. And guys, no manager wouldn't obviously go ahead and really celebrate that, because 3-3, having led twice, and then they leveled you up and they took a lead. Kai Havertz comes in through and obviously levels the game. Declan Rice the winner in the dying minutes of the added time. Guys, he really deserved to do that, but everything comes with a consequence, as Arteta is now out of the Aston Villa game. And guess who is obviously going to be in charge of that game? It's going to be his assistant, and that is none other than Albert Stuvenberg. And he has been with Mikel Arteta for some time, and he's really a very good coach. So we anticipate that in a game like this, he will obviously do the needful. And by the way, in games like this, it can really act as a blessing disguise for Arsenal to win it. Do you know why? Arteta is going to be in the stands. And trust me, we the fans who watch the game in the stands view it more better than the manager on the touchline, because the manager on the touchline is obviously having a lot of pressure and looking at different things altogether. That's why you see to it that we are having video analysts sitting at the bench with the managers there, because they give them the best of tactics and how things are really going in wrong, because they cannot obviously view that at once. But this time round, Mikel Arteta is going to sit in the stands and will be communicating with Albert Stuvenberg and telling him that we should be doing this, so and so is doing this. He's going to be having a clear view of the game, and no pressure is obviously going to be really having him. And by the way, this is going to really be a very good game. And Mikel Arteta, to me, he's obviously going to enjoy this game, and Arsenal might obviously get a result because of that, because the manager is not going to have pressure in there for you. But the worrying bit is that they are going to play away at Villa, a team that is going to have to win 7 consecutive games this season at their ground. And all of the points, 90% of the points they've got this season, they've collected them from their stadium the Villa Park because of really maximizing them. That is none other than Aston Villa. And yesterday night they beat they beat Man City by 1-0, and they outplayed them because they had close to 22 shots. Man City had 2 shots at goal and 2 shots on target only. Aston Villa had 22 shots, and I think they had like 9 on target. So they outplayed them, and Aston Villa had like 46% ball possession, and Man City had like 54 in there for you. So it shows you how hard Aston Villa really plays. But Aston Villa went ahead to play a team that never had Doku, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, and Jack Grealish. Arsenal is going to be at full strength when they obviously go there, and we're going to talk more about that when we really do what we call the match preview later on the day. So Mikel Arteta is out of action, and Arsenal are not going to be having Mikel Arteta. But will it act as a blessing in disguise? Yes or no? But any manager like Mikel Arteta wouldn't like to obviously not be part of this game, especially on the touchline, because Man City is playing Luton Town. Obviously, I know Man City will win that game. Rodri is going to be back, and Jack Grealish are going to be back. Liverpool is going to be playing about Crystal Palace. Trust me, Liverpool will win that game. So, if you are really having Liverpool behind you, and Liverpool is having, I think, Liverpool is 2 points, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see the standings. Liverpool is 2 points behind Arsenal, and Liverpool is playing fast, and Arsenal is playing later, meaning that if Liverpool go ahead and win their game, they'll go ahead of Arsenal and they'll be topping the Premier League. A lot of pressure will come in through onto the side of Arsenal. So that means all they have to do is simple. Let them win the game, and Arteta would love to be part of that game and see to it that he puts in a shift, but it's not going to be possible for him because a suspension has been put onto him. But we'll see how things come to pass. Now let's go to what Pep Guardiola had to say about their loss to the side of Aston Villa yesterday night, and he said this was wrong. Aston Villa were better, they play a fantastic game, and we struggle to make our progress and be more progressive in some moments in behind. The better team won. Obviously, the better team won on the day, and the result, by the way, never reflected exactly what was on the field of play. Villa would have gone ahead to get like 3 or 4 goals, put them past Man City, but they lacked that clinical touch or the killer instinct in front of goal. He was asked on what was missing for Man City yesterday night. He said, we played with our desire. It was there, but they played better and we struggled, especially in the first half. The second half was completely different. We adjusted something. We spoke before and we didn't do that. So it's like the players of Man City never went ahead to go with the orders of the manager, that is Pep Guardiola. But for me, I think Man City have not gone ahead to obviously experience a season that is very competitive like this. Never in their season can they ever, or will they ever, run out with a trophy like they've gone ahead to do in the previous times. In the previous times, Man City were obviously having one competitor, either Man United, or Arsenal, or Chelsea, or Tottenham Hotspur, or Liverpool. But this time round, Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, Aston Villa, Arsenal, you are having 4 teams that are really chasing the trophy with you, meaning that if Arsenal downs tools, don't expect Liverpool to down tools. If Aston Villa downs tools, don't expect Spurs to down tools. And you never know how things will pan up, because as the table stands right now, Man City is 3 points behind Manchester United. And if Man City slip up at any beat, Man United can obviously take themselves into a better position than Manchester City. So this season is yet not to really portray what is the best team in the league, because things are really tight. Things are really tight, and everything is coming into reality that this is the best league in the world. With 15 games played, Man City is having 30 points. And I think they've never gone ahead to lose these very many points in 4 consecutive games. I've never seen Pep Guardiola go 4 games without winning a game. Drawing 4-4 at Stamford Bridge, drawing 1-1 at Etihad with Liverpool, then He went ahead to draw 3-3 at Etihad with Tottenham Hotspur, and then he has gone about Aston Villa and lost. He has gone ahead to drop 9 points, in the expected 12. Is this era coming to an end? We wait and see how that pans out, but it's not going to be an easy season for the club of Manchester City, and they need to up their stockings. They need to pull their stockings up. I tell you, even if Rodri returns, even if Kevin De Bruyne returns, it's not going to be the same. Teams have gone ahead to really know that Man City is the team to beat, and Man City has gone ahead to lose very many players, and their replacements have not gone ahead, obviously coming through and really feeling well. Fabinho went. They've not gone ahead to get a replacement for Fabinho. Gundogan left. No replacement for Fabinho. Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez, and Gabriel Jesus. I think the perfect signings they've brought in are 3 for me. 1, Haaland, he's really doing great. Then Jeremy Doku, hitting the ground running. No sooner he came in through this season in the summer. Then the other one is Julian Alves. But Man City was a team that used to obviously attack you on all fronts. They had all outings and openings working well with Riyad Mahrez onto the right, attacking south of midfield. The likes of Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, they could have all wings operating in the middle of the park, and Kevin De Bruyne could obviously do the needful. But if you're only having one front operating, especially that of Jeremy Doku, you cannot obviously be a threat like you were the previous seasons when you had the likes of Riyad Mahrez. So I know he knows exactly what he has to do, and that's why he went ahead to put in a story that if at all Man City win a treble this season, he's going to retire. He's going in retirement because he knows he can't. He can't win it. He can't win it because teams have really gone ahead to strengthen up, and Man City, I want to confirm to you this, they're in the phase of building their stadium. They're in the phase of building a new team. Rodri is 32. He's not going to be here for the next 2 seasons. And his performances are going to obviously capitulate. They're in the descendancy, and his performances are not going to inflate, like to rise up on the bar. The bars are not going to increase. He will just maintain, and at a club like Man City that has been dependent on a player like him, they need to find a replacement that will come in through and obviously do that job, So, we wait and see at Man City because very many problems are still there, as the likes of Calvin Phillips, Matthias Nunes, Kovacic have failed to make a cohesion with the midfield of Manchester City. Then we go to the last story of this first video of the day. Nottingham Forest are set to sack Stephen Cooper after the 5-0 defeat to Fulham, with Juan Lopetegui and Marcos Silva among the candidates in frame to take over. This is coming in from the Mail. So, he has gone ahead to lose 2 games consecutively. He lost to Everton at home by 1-0, and yesterday 5 were put past his team as Fulham really ran rampant at them. I think he still has a chance because last season, even when they're in the relegation zone, the board of Nottingham never sacked him, yet he went ahead to lose some games and he deserved to be sacked. But they kept a lot of faith in him and they never sacked him. And we look at the Premier League table, Nottingham Forest is really 16th. And I don't think that you go ahead and obviously sack this manager because he has gone ahead to win 4, draw 4, and lose 7. So all you need to ask yourself, how many points did Nottingham Forest gather last season? Let me see the Premier League table. Premier League table, all right, of 2023. Let me see how Nottingham really ended its season. Nottingham had 38 points, and I see no reason of sacking the manager who got 38 points, and he has gone ahead to really have 16 now, because right now he's having 16 and is just 22 points away from really getting to that point. And I believe he's going to get that point, though he has been really having a very bad go You know, he has gone ahead to lose his last 4 games. You know, it's really unforgiving, and it calls for his sacking. That is it. But let's wait and see how that's going to pan out. But for me, I wouldn't really sack the manager, because all what Nottingham needs to do is they don't need to get relegated. That is it. So your thoughts on Mikel Arteta suspended for the Aston Villa game are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Pep Guardiola's reaction after losing to Aston Villa? And do you think Cooper should be sacked from the team of Nottingham Forest? All that and more into the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. Bye bye.